Lesson learned here, the next time that you shoot somebody 150 times in every single limb and extremity that they have, including the head and neck, you better make sure they're dead. Extraction 2 released a couple of weeks ago on Netflix in 2023 and is directed by Sam Hargrave, who directed the original Extraction film for Netflix. And this movie once again stars Chris Hemsworth as Tyler Rake, Golshifteh Farahani, Adam Bessa, Olga Kurylenko, Daniel Bernhardt, Natan Dalakivishvili, and Idris Elba. Once again, I tried my best with the pronunciation of that, but hopefully I got Idris Elba correct. Tyler Rake has somehow survived the events of the first Extraction movie and has rehabilitated himself to where he is functioning properly. Now he has a new objective to extract the family of a crime lord from a prison because the wife of that crime lord is the sister of Tyler's ex-wife. So now Tyler has to travel all over Eastern Europe to get this family out, while the crime lord does everything in their power to stop Tyler and his team. I really enjoyed the first Extraction movie. That came out of nowhere for me. I had no idea what to expect, and the choreography, the cinematography, the performance from Chris Hemsworth, I think were just excellent. And I wanted to see more of this world, more of this character and the capabilities that he has, because apparently he's just immortal. He can be shot however many number of times and he'll just come back, crack. It's all those Thor powers, I guess. I don't know. But here in this movie, it's the same premise. Basically, they added a couple of people that he's extracting. It's not just one kid, it's a couple of kids and a wife. So therefore, more makes it seem better and bigger. That doesn't necessarily do it, but what does do it is the amazing, incredible fight scenes in this film. There's one moment in here where it seems like it's one long tracking shot that goes on for like 10-15 minutes. It's freaking impressive. I haven't gone back to rewatch it. I can't remember exactly where the cut originally happened. I feel like the cut happened before they even got into the prison yard when the prison riot was happening, and then it ended at the end when the train derails and the helicopter crashes. That's a good 10, 15, 20-minute segment that seemed like it was all one shot, one long-ass freaking shot. And that's one of the cool things to do now, right, with camera work and cinematography, is to make it seem like one cool long tracking shot for some fight scenes. Here, they just up the freaking ante, and it's incredible. Now, as I was going into this movie, I was thinking, you know what, he's going to go in, and he's going to try to extract these people, he's going to get pinned down, and he's going to try to extract them again. And if that's going to happen, I'm going to think, how is this guy like an expert extractionist? Because in the first movie, he was struggling just to extract one person. And if that happens again here, how good of an extractor is he? Thankfully, though, he does succeed multiple times in this movie, getting this family extracted to a certain location, and they're good. At least they should be good, but then some punk-ass little kid messes everything up. But it was nice to see Tyler complete his objective. Like, oh, okay, cool. You are pretty good at your job. The only reason why this movie's going to continue is because that little prick right over there fucked everything up for you. But if that didn't happen, you'd be all good. You'd be all set. You're cool. You need to be extracting more people, and I hope we get Extraction 3, which I hear they're talking about and in the works. Here, the cliffhanger of this movie makes much more sense in leading into a sequel than we did with the previous Extraction film. But just like what I say every time I watch a John Wick movie, I want 20 more. I want Keanu Reeves to be doing that role for the rest of his life. I want John Wick 50. That's what I want. Here, after watching this movie, I would be definitely okay with Extraction 20. And Chris Hemsworth needs to keep on doing these movies. By the time he gets to Extraction 20, he has no limbs left, and his body is just covered in bullet holes and scars. And he's still kicking, he's still alive, but he is a great character. Chris Hemsworth, again, does a great job with him, and they expand on who this guy is and the trauma that he has had in his life. We got glimpses in the first movie about how he had a kid, and then he lost a kid due to an illness, due to a disease, and here we expand on that a little bit. We get the introduction of his ex-wife, and we understand why he feels regret and why he feels pain from the death of his son. It's because he was going off and he was doing a job, and he saw it as him running away from the problems at home. That's why this guy is tormented. That's why he shuts himself off in these ranches with his dog and his little chickens. And that's what makes him a tormented character, and that's what makes him interesting. And I love watching this character grow in front of my eyes. I just want to keep seeing this character. And the introduction of Idris Elba as this man in the suit who has all the answers, who has the mission type character, if he's going to be showing up in the rest of these Extraction films as that guy, that's awesome, because Idris Elba is frickin' awesome. Barely in this movie, but he's still frickin' awesome. The fight scenes in here are amped up. Take away the long tracking cinematography shot. The scenes just where they're set. There's a whole knife and gun scene that takes place on top of this roof that's all made of glass, and the glass is cracking, it's breaking all around them. I was on the edge of my seat. I was holding my breath thinking, oh my god, the fuck's gonna happen here? And then we get more amazing stairwell scenes of them in a hotel, and then the bad guys coming in to get the kids and the family out. It reminded me a lot of The Raid, the original Raid movie that was basically the same thing. It's really what you need. If you are an action film, you need to have a fight scene in a tower, or in a skyscraper where you're in a stairwell somewhere. Everyone needs that, because those scenes are always just freaking badass. Extraction 2, it ups the ante and is definitely as good as the first Extraction movie. I would probably go so far to say this one is even better than the first Extraction film. You may have your own opinion, but for me, I just felt myself way more invested and way more on the edge of my seat with this movie, and just impressed with everything that I was seeing. I'm going to give Extraction 2 4.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
It's good. It's good.
So guys, have you seen Extraction 2? What did you think about it? Which one do you prefer more? Do you prefer the first or the second film over each other? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit that bell so you'll know the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.